Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Reporting from Baku, Azerbaijan, EDNews channel. I am John Ayomide. Today we have news from live report from Turkey-Hatay. Mr. Martin will be giving us some information and the real situation that is happening in Turkey. Hi, Mr. Martin. How are you?
I'm fine, John. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Welcome. Could you please just give us a few information about yourself, how you went to Turkey, and what are you doing exactly in Turkey?
I am a freelance journalist and videographer and documentarist, and I went to Turkey on the night from 8 to 9 February. I arrived on 9 February in Malatya to show what is happening in Turkey, that the World Health Organization, the WHO, is calling the biggest disaster in Europe history. The biggest, not only earthquake, the biggest earthquakes, it's the biggest disaster in the history of Europe. And I think it deserves to cover it.
Okay, so
accurately. And I've been so far to 4 cities.
all right.
I started in Malatya on the beginning of 9th of February. Then from Malatya, I drove to Adinyanmar. That is a city completely destroyed and devastating. Then I went to Hatay. I went to Iskenderun, and I went to Gaziantep. And now I came from Hatay recently, but now for the internet connection, I went to a village near Gaziantep. This is where I am reporting to you, and I'm ready for your questions, John.
Okay, wonderful. Could you tell me what the situation was like in Hatay and the present location you are? How is it safe, and what is it like there?
In the present location in Nizip near Gaziantep, it is safe right now, but in the house where I am reporting to you, it was also affected by the earthquake. And the inhabitants of the house, they are still afraid that the earthquake will come back, and they sleep in the ground floor because they are afraid that something happening. But where I came from Hatay, the situation is much more worse than here in the area of Gaziantep. In Hatay, I saw a house that had more than 1,000 inhabitants, which are affected by the earthquakes. And supposedly there are more than 1,000 deaths. It is called the Renaissance Residence, and it was one of the highest houses of Hatay, the Renaissance Residence. And it is really a tragedy what was happening there, because more than 1,000 people are believed to be dead. We have to say this at this day, because the earthquakes, they happened on 6th of February. So this is so long ago that we must assume that all these 1,000 people are dead. But most of Hatay is destroyed. It is a ghost city because the people are died in the earthquakes, and those who survived, most of them, they were evacuated. So that we really speak about ghost cities that are extremely affected. All in all, as you may know, we speak about more than 20 million people affected in Turkey by these earthquakes.
Exactly. All right. The next question would be, let's talk about the international support. As we all know that many countries are start to support Turkey, show support to Turkey. I think at the moment we have up to like 10 countries who show the support to Turkey, including from the South Caucasus, the Azerbaijan, and other European countries, and US itself has shown support to Turkey. Could you tell me what the international support like? Are they supportive enough in these places?
Yeah, there's a huge support by the international community, and the people, as I speak to them in the past days, they are extremely grateful for this international help. I saw, for example, help from Taiwan, from Russia, from all European countries, including Germany. I'm from Germany. I saw so many help from Germany, but also from your country, Azerbaijan. I saw a lot of help, and by Iran, by even by Israel, they came to help Israeli soldiers. So they came from, the people came from all over the world to help. But I must say, it could be more. So I want to tell the world, don't leave Turkey. Stay in Turkey and come back to Turkey and come again to Turkey, because this is the biggest disaster in the history of mankind in Europe. And the people of Turkey, they need your help. So more international help is always welcome.
Okay, perfect. The next question, which I would like to ask you, is about the press, as you are as well a journalist yourself, and we see that this disaster has all brought the attention of the whole world together and brought the world together. I would like to ask you, what do you think about the international press? Are we covering this a lot, or is it limited to people outside Turkey itself?
First of all, I have to say something about the Turkish press. I think they did a very good job. They are covering this tragedy all the time, around the clock. So I think they do it well. But I did not see so many international press where I have been. I mean, I can only speak about the cities where I have been, in Malatya, in Adıyaman, in Hatay, and in the Gaziantep area.
Okay.
Maybe I could not follow all the channels, so I didn't know what is the real coverage, but supposedly they just take the pictures by international agencies as Reuters or Associated Press, AP. But me, myself, I didn't see other international reporters, but I saw a lot of Turkish reporters at all these places.
For the last question, are there any other interesting facts which you would like to share with us at the moment, presently? What are the interesting facts which many other people around the world have not yet to be aware of? Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Yeah, first I must say that the people in need, they have reached a huge scale. So as I mentioned before, approximately more than 20 million inhabitants of Turkey are affected by these earthquakes. And the earthquakes, they're still happening. When I was in Hatay, I experienced several earthquakes. One was like up to 5.0. So my whole body was shaking, the ground was shaking. It was still happening, and still houses collapsing. Still people die because they are injured. And I must say, what Turkey now needs is more health aid, because so many people have seriously injuries that the doctors and hospitals of Turkey, they are overcrowded. Me, myself, I have Turkish friends who work in the hospitals, and they say the hospitals would welcome more international doctors to help to treat those who are seriously injured. Also, there are kids who lost their parents. They must be taken care of. So, and there are psychological effects. People are traumatized. They are shocked. They are crying. They have fears. So, I think Turkey needs also international help, like psychologists, people who can deal with these kind of mental health issues that are caused by these earthquakes and tragedies. So these specialized help would be very much welcome to Turkey right now.
Great.
Please don't forget Turkey.
All right, that's very good. Thank you very much, Mr. Martin, and thank you for your great help and your great support in Turkey. We all appreciate what you're doing right there, and hopefully we can hear from you soon. Thank you very much, Mr. Martin.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.